difficult. I think it's going to be tempting for Baffert to use none of the above and just to train him up to the Breeders' Cup Classic, even knowing that only one horse in Breeders' Cup Classic history, one winner, has not raced in September or October. That was Envasor in 2006 because he got sick.
But you still have to tip your cap to the Zayats and Baffert for bringing him here in the first place, because it's what the fans wanted to see, maybe not the result the 50,000 wanted to see here at Saratoga. A special thanks to Equibase, the industry's official database for thoroughbred racing information. Saturday, the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series continues at Saratoga with the Spinaway Stakes and Woodward Handicap Saturday at 5 Eastern on NBCSN. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it's your local news. Tonight, starting at 8/7 Central, it's America Ninja Warrior, followed by an all-new Hannibal. For our entire NBC Sports crew, I'm Lafitte Pinkai saying good night from Saratoga, where Triple Crown winner American Pharoah collared late, defeated in the Travers by Keen Ice.
This Labor Day weekend, NBC is going back in time. Back to Hot Wheels and Hot Pants. From Freebird to Superbirds. Back to when Carson ruled late night and Petty was the king. Don't miss a full weekend of NASCAR racing and a celebration of NASCAR in the 70s. It's all live from Darlington next weekend on NBC.
We all have the potential to be heroes.
It's a golden opportunity to elevate each moment, hit every mark, thread every needle, turn every ride into a thrill ride. Come into the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, where you'll find some of the best offers of the year on our most exhilarating models. Lease the 2015 IS 250 for $329 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
It's here, the official Brayman Honda Summer Clearance Event. Now pick your payment on 11 acres of Hondas, the low payment that's right for you. Get this great summer clearance deal right now.
New Hondas from as low as $69 a month.
Meg Rodriguez has the best clearance savings right now. How do I know that? Because he's my dad. Your low Honda price out the door. That's the Brayman Honda bottom line.
Right now on News Channel 5.
Right now, Erica is gone, but there's a flood watch in effect.
Storm Team meteorologist James Whelan joining us off the top here with the latest. James?
Yeah, awaiting what's left over of Erica, and it's all headed our way, too, and that's why the flood watch is in effect. We'll keep that scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Any other information that comes in or severe weather that may come in, look for it there. All right, flood watch in effect starting tomorrow, going all the way into Monday. 3 to 5 inches, possibly some local higher amounts too across the area, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, and if there's some training going on, you're going to get way more than that. We could even have the possibility of seeing 7, 8 inches in a very small localized area. That's what's going to cause flooding. That's why the flood watch is being issued. Now, here are the remnants right here, moving over Cuba at the moment and just moving into the central Bahamas. By tomorrow, this will be more on top of us, and we will see just a plethora of moisture coming on in with showers, some thunderstorms too, training over the same area. So here's how it all adds up across the area. 2 to 4, maybe 3 to 5 across the east coast here, the southeast, and then a little bit more towards the west coast as the core of that system will kind of drift off into the Gulf by Monday. Now, this is the totals, not just tomorrow. We're talking tonight, tomorrow, and on into Monday. So it's going to be spread out over a couple of days. Now, the radar right now is lit up. We have numerous showers and storms across the area, and you see one big one here coming on in the Treasure Coast there on Hutchinson Island. Another one near Indiantown or moving up towards Indiantown. Probably hearing some rumbles of thunder. All this from offshore is moving onshore at the moment. And Vipercast gives us a little bit of a break tonight. We'll see that push on off, then we'll get a little bit of a break. Then by the morning, here comes all the moisture from Erica that will push on through. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast as we go into this evening. Chance for some showers and storms, and then tapering off before starting to pick up once again tomorrow. And I'll detail and break it down day by day and hour by hour as we go through the next couple of days, all in the complete forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
James, thank you. 2 years ago this week, Isaac struck, causing flooding in many areas across our area.
Now, of course, we're seeing the threat of more rain coming this week. News Channel 5's Gabrielle Saran live in Loxahatchee Groves. Gabrielle?
John, Tanya, many residents along 40th Run North here not happy about the rain coming over the next few days. They're concerned the wet weather could make it very difficult to get along these roads. Now, 2 years ago, Isaac left these streets and surrounding neighborhoods soaked. People living here could barely make it out of their driveways. Now, some residents are worried the same thing may happen on these very same streets.
That because when 3 years to go, anything is full of water. The boat is flood, anything.
But residents say they're preparing. They just hope the potential rainfall is a dud. We're live in Loxahatchee Grove. Gabrielle Saran, WPTV News Channel 5.
Right now, both Indian River and Martin County schools say they will be open for school on Monday. Okeechobee and St. Lucie County school administrators tell us they're continuing to monitor the weather conditions in case of flooding and will decide this weekend about school on Monday. The Palm Beach County School District tells us all school-based activities for Sunday will remain canceled, and an announcement whether school will be held on Monday will be made Sunday afternoon. Now, as soon as any decisions are made, we will alert you on our app, on WPTV.com, and on air. Tropical storm Erica has dissipated, but folks in the Tampa Bay area watching its remnants carefully. The area has been coping with flooding from a very rainy, wet season in the area.
Officials say a suspect has been arrested in the fatal shooting of a deputy at a suburban Houston gas station. Sheriff's office there saying the suspect is a 30-year-old man. He's being charged with capital murder. 47-year-old Deputy Darren Goforth was pumping gas around 8:30 last night when a man approached him from behind and fired a number of shots, continuing to fire after the deputy had fallen to the ground. He was a 10-year veteran with a wife and 2 children.
West Palm Beach leaders say a number of city surveillance cameras in West Palm Beach aren't reliable. It's an issue that could be hampering police investigations. According to our partners at the Palm Beach Post, 29 of the city's 30 cameras in the downtown area and in the northwest neighborhoods were working yesterday, but many of them only send signals intermittently. That's a concern for Commissioner Paula Ryan. She plans to bring up the urgency of the issue at Monday's commission meeting.
Coming up, why downtown Boca Raton has a Brazilian flair today.
Bad news for some big jackpot lottery winners. Why they're not going to collect their jackpot, at least for now.
You're watching News Channel 5 and WPTV. It's local coverage you can count on.
You never let the weather stop you, so when big changes are on the way, you deserve to know first. When you see this, you'll know. Storm Team 5 activated a weather alert day. Using Live Viper 5 Max, the most advanced storm tracking tool, will give you live hourly updates and continuous coverage everywhere until the weather passes. When it comes down to it, it's your day, and we want you to stay safe. Storm Team 5 Weather Alert Days, only on WPTV News Channel 5.
60 months interest-free. What does that mean? It means $34 a month buys you this luxurious leather living room in a choice of 2 colors. 4 pieces, only $19.88, or $34 a month interest-free. Only at Rooms to Go.
It's H.H. Gregg's Labor Day sale. For the first time ever, get 0 down and 0 interest for 36 months.
Gregg's got it.
Up to 35% off TVs.
Gregg's got it.
Like a 39-inch LED TV, $198. An LG 55-inch LED TV, $488. Plus 0 down and 0 interest for 36 months. Now during our Labor Day sale. Top brands, low prices, fast delivery.
Gregg's got it. The Mercedes-Benz summer event is here. Now get the unmistakable thrill and the incredible rush of the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted. But you better get here fast.
Hey, Daddy's here.
Here you go, honey.
Thank you.
Because a good thing like this won't last forever. See your authorized dealer for an incredible offer on the exhilarating C300 Sports Sedan. But hurry, offers end August 31st.
60 months interest-free. What does that mean? It means $10 a month buys you this 5-piece dining set or this 4-piece dining set. Your choice, just $5.99 or $10 a month interest-free. Only at Rooms To Go.
Our Kids World being celebrated today in West Palm Beach. About 50 exhibitors set up displays with all kinds of things for kids to do. Look at the petting animals there. There are also games and magic shows. Just a note, it is not running tomorrow.
Downtown Boca Raton is partying with the Brazilian Beat, an annual celebration of Brazil's Independence Day. Today, almost 40 costume drummers and samba dancers gathered for a dress rehearsal in preparation for the event's parade. Event organizers promise the event will be a spirit-filled evening with live music and dancers filling the streets. The free community event will start at 6 p.m. on September 12th.
There is still plenty of storm season left, and those trees in your yard could be putting your home at risk. What you can do right now to protect your property.
Here's a look outside right now from Live 5. We're helping you plan for the evening and the rest of the weekend. Storm Team 5 meteorologist James Whelan has your most accurate weather forecast in just minutes.
You sure this thing is garbage? Look at it.
It's not. It's not garbage.
Lift with your knees.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Better get Maaco. Now through Labor Day, take advantage of Maaco's $1.99 full-body paint sale. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
Now at Braman BMW. Sign and drive a BMW 320i for only $369 a month with zero due at signing.
It's officially hurricane season, and the Solid Waste Authority has the following important hurricane safety tips to share. Once a storm has been named, do not cut down trees or do major yard work. Do not begin construction projects. Once a watch or warning has been issued, do not place any debris at the curb. Please visit our website at www.swa.org and click on Hurricane Information to prepare safely for the upcoming hurricane season.
This summer, make the most of the season with the Jeep brand's legendary off-road capability. Cherish every sunrise in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Or chase every sunset with Jeep Cherokee's 31 mpg Highway. Hurry in for $1,000 bonus cash at the Jeep Summer Clearance Event. Get $3,000 total cash allowance on 2015 Jeep Cherokee Sport or Cherokee Latitude models in stock the longest.
You sure this thing is garbage? Look at it.
It's not. It's not garbage.
Lift with your knees.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Better get Maaco. Now through Labor Day, take advantage of Maaco's $1.99 full-body paint sale. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
The U.S.-led coalition continuing its air raid against ISIS in Iraq. Video released by the Department of Defense shows a coalition airstrike destroying an ISIS armored vehicle with explosives. The strike was part of a 3-day effort by coalition members in support of friendly forces in northern Iraq.
A hearing is set for Monday for a South Carolina mother who drove her 3 children into the ocean off Daytona Beach. 33-year-old Ebony Wilkerson has been in a state of psychiatric hospital after a judge ruled last year that she was incompetent to stay on trial. The ruling said she could be a threat to herself and to others.
They're taking the money in, so they should be able to pay it out.
Bad news for Illinois lottery winners. With a state budget agreement still absent, the Illinois Lottery said the organization and the Illinois Comptroller don't have the legislative authority to hand out winnings. Payment will be delayed for winners of prizes over $25,000. All winners will eventually be paid in full.
A high wind warning issued for the Oregon coast. Wind gusts expected to reach up to 70 miles an hour today. High winds knocking down tents at the Hood to Coast Relay Run in Seaside. Runners and spectators being kept off the beach because they don't want anyone hurt by flying debris.
There is still plenty of storm season left, and the trees in your yard could be putting your home at risk. News Channel 5's Jacqueline Powell shows us why tree experts are pushing homeowners to have their trees trimmed before another storm threatens the area.
Daniel Valencia and his tree service team are working against the clock. They can't fit in all of their jobs in time.
Up to yesterday, I had about 12 calls. Can you please trim my trees before?
He says too many make the mistake of waiting for a storm to take care of risky trees.
You're not going to have time. Tree guys are going to be very busy.
And he says waiting until the last minute to trim them yourself isn't a good idea either.
The companies that pick up debris, they're going to be swamped as well, so they're not going to have time to pick up your debris, and you're going to be left with debris on the road.
That's dangerous when the wind and downpour come.
Any loose debris can become a projectile during a storm, heavy winds.
These professional tree trimmers say plan ahead instead of waiting for the next storm. Less potential damage and cheaper non-emergency rates could save you hundreds of dollars. In West Palm Beach, Jacqueline Powell, WPTV News Channel 5.
Homeowners are asked to check with their county's solid waste authority for yard waste drop-off times before they try trimming on their own.
Okay, everybody was giving a great big sigh of relief when we saw us move out of the cone, but again, we just have to remember we could be due for quite a bit of rain over the next few days.
Yeah, and as we saw from that package earlier about Isaac, remember that, hey, we're fine, and then that band set up on top of us, and 20-something inches of rain later, we were in trouble. So I don't think it's going to be quite like that, but we could have flooding across the area. That's why there's flood watch now for the next couple of days. Outside right now, yes, flood watch, and that will be for Sunday and Monday, 2 to 4 inch total across the area, but we could see much higher amounts locally. This is 2 to 4 inches for the whole area. Now, locally, if a band sets up or we get training in one area, you could pick up easily 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain here going into the next few days. Now, what can we expect? Let's break it down for you. Relatively quiet start to the night tonight. Then the rain will move in late night, early morning, and it'll start at the coast in the early morning hours. Tomorrow, well, we have Erica rains arriving with flooding possible throughout the day. Wind gusts, a steady 25 to 30 miles per hour, but we could see 50-mile-per-hour gusts coming out of any of those showers and thunderstorms that kind of rotate on in. A very rough ocean out there, too, with waves ranging about 4 to 6 feet, and also extra high tides because we have that full moon tide. It's the highest tide of the month so far, so we could see some coastal flooding just from the ocean and not just from the rain out there. The high tide is in the morning hours, around 10 o'clock the next couple of days, and then 10 p.m. in the evening. Monday, what can we expect? More heavy downpours. The remnants of Erica will move into the Gulf, but we're still on that right side. We still see all that tropical flow, so flooding still possible on Monday. Things will start to taper down a little bit, though. It's not going to be anywhere near as windy, but inside any of those thunderstorms, you still could get 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. Live 5 camera looking pretty cloudy out there right now at the current temperature of 86 degrees and an east wind at 15 miles per hour. Let's go to the beach here, the Boca Beach cam, and you see the ocean's still already getting pretty rough. It'll build even more tomorrow. Again, that high tide will push you in a little bit higher than normal because you have the full moon and then also the little bit of a surge from what's left over of Erica and the winds pushing it on in. A lot of surfers out there. We've been waiting quite some time for any wave action, but be careful out there. Temperatures right now into the 80s. We do have some rain moving through the Treasure Coast at the moment. Gusty winds as this moves on through and a lot of lightning strikes with it. Palm Beach County, not much at the moment. The hour-by-hour forecast for this evening, a passing shower or storm, but again, the main event coming later tonight, say early morning hours, as this surge of moisture will push on in, and everything will kind of get sucked up on top of us, and we're going to see a lot of deep tropical moisture, and that means flooding potential. Vipercast shows, well, paints us green the entire time, and here comes some heavy rains, and this is Sunday night here that will move on in, and again, still stick around on Monday. So that flood watch goes Sunday and Monday for all of our counties here in the viewing area. The rainfall totals, an estimate here, again, 2 to 4 inches, maybe 3 to 5, a little bit more on the West Coast, 4 to 6 too, and look at how it just includes pretty much the entire peninsula of Florida. Rain chances stay very high the next couple of days. Then on Tuesday through the rest of the week, we go back to our normal onshore summertime pattern with high pressure just sitting to our north. Here's all that moisture coming this way. Now, I didn't want to leave out, though, we got to look at the rest of the tropics. You know, it usually gets active this time of year. We have a tropical wave here. Probably nothing going to happen with that. But this one has a high probability of developing over the next couple days, so we could be looking at our next tropical storm off the coast of Africa. Small craft advisory for the boaters, of course. Seas building 4 to 6 feet. The beach forecast rip current threat will be high, but surf will be up for the surfers. Experienced people only. 7-day forecast, mid to upper 80s for highs the next couple of days, held down by the rain and the clouds. Then we break out of that. We go back to our normal pattern on Tuesday.
Thank you, James. We'll be right back.
Catch your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO. It's the I-95 Summer RV Show in Port St. Lucie. Save thousands on a huge selection of RVs. You'll discover significant savings on pre-owned RVs from top manufacturers, many with under 10,000 miles. The I-95 Summer RV Show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
During the Labor Day sale, discover tremendous values on everything you need to sleep. Save 10 to 20% below the sale prices of our competitors and take advantage of interest-free financing until 2018.
Sleep better and save more. Only at City Mattress.
Time's running out on Volkswagen's model year-end clearance sale. Now, save even more on affordable German engineering in Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Lease new Volkswagens at our lowest payments this year from $119 a month or 0 down. Passat or the Tiguan SUV, your choice, $159 a month or 0 down. Or buy new Volkswagens with 0% for 72 months. Plus, get $1,000 cash back. But hurry, time's running out on Volkswagen's model year-end clearance sale.
Busy day, huh?
Yep, our annual clearance event really brings them in. I can barely keep up by myself.
0% APR financing. Tons of amazing inventory.
Only happens once a year. Hologram number 17 seems to have gone rogue.
I'm the real Jan now. 0%, 0%.
Right now at the Toyota Annual Clearance Event. Get a low 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2015 Toyota RAV4. That's just 0% APR.
It's all yours.
Thanks, Jan.
Toyota, let's go places.
Al Packer Lincoln invites you to our Summer Invitation Sales Event. Enjoy fantastic summer savings on Lincoln's best-selling models. Come see the all-new 2016 Lincoln NKX in stock now with huge savings. Or a 2015 Navigator, just $599 a month. The Summer Invitation Sales Event is going on now at Al Packer Lincoln on Military Trail, home of bottom-line windshield pricing. And remember, before you buy, Price Packer.
It's the I-95 Summer RV Show. A huge selection of RVs in air-conditioned comfort, like this new Winnebago Rayo, discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 Summer RV Show going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
Time now for the Honda Sports Desk with ESPN 106.3 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Week 1 of the high school football season mostly wrapped up last night, but a couple games were forced to be postponed until Saturday afternoon. Glades Day in Okeechobee stalled by lightning, one of those that had to wait to get their season underway. The Gators, looking to start another campaign. Last season saw them go all the way to the state semis. But if you haven't heard of Bubba Flood from Okeechobee, consider this your introduction. First quarter, this on 4th down. Braden's Jr. going back to the schoolyard, breaking tackles, then breaking ankles. And he's off to the races, 74-yard ridiculous touchdown. That's his second of the day. In the third quarter, Okeechobee up 14-7. This one slightly shorter. Logan Etherton, the Bramans go on the road to knock off Glades Day to begin the year 28-14, your final. Yesterday, shocking news out of the University of Illinois. Just a week before their season opener, the Illini fired head coach Tim Beckman. The school says they did so after Beckman allegedly pressured players to hide injuries and return to the field. Former Martin County head coach Bill Cubitt, who was offensive coordinator at Illinois, will serve as interim head coach this season. Endangering student athletes, inappropriate treatment of scholarships for football players. These allegations are some of the worst sides of college athletics, but there's no getting around it at this point. We operate under a system where, while this is shockingly disturbing, it's not terribly surprising. The idea that one man in a management position could not only exploit an unpaid student, risk their health, but also force that student into perpetual fear of losing their means to an education, it's tough to stomach. Beckman vehemently denies the allegations, but these cries were made by former players months ago. Too often we side with the millionaire coach over the unpaid athlete, and this is just the latest case and coach to take advantage of it. It's nice to see that a former Martin County head coach getting that opportunity, but strange things going on in Champaign, Illinois.
Different circumstances.
You, an Illinois native, probably can understand.
Northwestern guy. I got to disassociate myself with that. But no, it's not good to see that kind of stuff. All right. Last look at the forecast.
Yeah, wet the next couple of days. Keep it tuned right here. We'll always keep you posted. Also, WPTV.com. We'll send, and also download the Storm Shield app. Anything that comes up pops up right on here. The Flood Watch popped up on mine, so download it.
Local coverage you can count on continues tonight at 11.
NBC Nightly News is next. See you later.
You know what this beach needs?
CPR?
RPMs. More hustle, Hop. Now it's Muscle Beach. Put this against your ear, and you can hear a Hemi.
Whoa! Hurry in for 1,000 bonus cash at the Dodge Summer Clearance Event. Get 0% financing for 72 months or 3,000 total cash allowance on the 2015 Dodge Charger SXT.
In Las Vegas,
this is where the probabilities of criminal activity are determined.
Every game has 3 parts. We gamble on crime.
You have until midnight to solve for kidnapping.
So they would bet on me?
Some would bet against you. Don't take it personally.
We'll see if he lives.
The Player premieres Thursday, September 24th on NBC.
Come on! I'm coming.
Let's go, Dad!
Who's ready to...
Could not silence the sounds. Bob Woodruff, ABC News, New Orleans. I'm gonna let it shine.
And the band plays on. Thank you for watching GMA. And This Week in the Morning, we will see you right back here tomorrow night. I'm Cecilia Vega in New York. Have a great Saturday. Good night.
Hulk Hogan, his racist rant cost him his job.
Are you a racist?
Now he tells his story.
Can we stop for a second?
Monday, the Amy Robach exclusive on Good Morning America.
Weather. It's a big part of life here in South Florida. And when storms threaten, more people trust WPBF 25 First Alert Weather, the area's most accurate team, constantly scanning the skies, morning, afternoon, and night to alert you first.
Weather is a part of life,
but it shouldn't disrupt your life.
Keeping your family safe and informed.
Trust WPBF 25 First Alert Weather.
Driven by Jeep.
Kick back and relax during City Furniture's Labor Day sale. A queen bedroom set is just $9.99. A bonded leather reclining sofa, $5.99. A 5-piece dining set, $4.99. And find more Labor Day specials at cityfurniture.com. Plus, enjoy same-day delivery and no interest till 2017. Right now at City Furniture.
Right now, Tropical Storm Erica has fallen apart. But the remnants of that storm could still cause trouble for us here in South Florida. Good evening, I'm Todd McDermott.
And I'm Felicia Rodriguez. The storm drenched Cuba, triggered mudslides in Haiti, brought down trees in the Dominican Republic, and left a deadly trail of destruction on the island of Dominica, where dozens still remain missing.
And again, there could be trouble here from the East Coast to the West Coast of Florida. Our team has you covered. Meteorologist Chris Martinez is live on Marco Island to the west, where they're starting to get drenched with rain.
But we begin with severe weather expert Mike Lyons. And Mike, we aren't in the clear just just yet when it comes to high winds, heavy rain, and the possibility of flooding.
That's the key. I think we're going to see heavy rain, and a flood watch is actually out for all of South Florida. Some of the rainfall between now and Monday, maybe as much as 5 inches because of what's left of Erica. As you pointed out, it fell apart moving across this mountainous terrain earlier today, and now it is just north of Cuba. Still, thankfully, not looking very good, but the Hurricane Center says there is a chance, 40%, that this storm may make a comeback. And if it does, it's forecast to move across Cuba, across the Keys, and into the eastern Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days. So if it does that, what does it mean for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast? How about more heavy rain? And again, that flood watch in effect. Here's a look at our first alert Doppler radar. Heavy rain now moving through Lakewood Park, Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach. And some of these rain squalls will be accompanied by gusty winds anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per hour, and at times even higher. Here's a look at the radar in Palm Beach County, and at the moment it's relatively quiet. Let me give you an example of what we can expect using Palm Beach County over the next couple of days, and this is for all of the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. First, the wind between 15 and 20 mile per hour sustained winds with gusts up to 50. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches, maybe up to 5 inches in some locations. That could produce some street flooding, and also because of the super moon, our beach erosion could be significant as well. Already tides are running about ½ a foot above normal. But it's not just our part of Florida that will feel the impact. How about the West Coast as well? Meteorologist Chris Martinez live on Marco Island this afternoon. Chris?
That's right, Mike. What you see is what we've been getting here across Southwest Florida this afternoon. And as we were driving in, take a look at this. Nasty storms, just incredible lightning pictures as we were driving right across Alligator Alley, and the rain has just not stopped. You can see these cool photos sent from our photographer, Joel Waldman. Just incredible lightning. It just would not stop. And then we're talking about a rain threat here across the area. Again, it's just not stopped. Rain bands come in, the gusty winds kick up there anywhere 35 miles per hour, and then it'll subside for 10 minutes. And then we'll see another rain squall move through, as you talked about, Mike. So again, right now as we see it, rainfall is going to be the issue, and a lot of it. You can see the radar right on your screen of Southwest Florida, including my area where we just got out of a pretty intense rain squall. But as you can see further towards the east, we're in store for a few more rain squalls as we go through the night here across the area. With that being said, today into tomorrow, it's going to be the possibility of a flooding threat here across the area. We're talking about anywhere between 5, maybe 6 inches of rain as we push forward through Monday into Tuesday. And yes, you've heard that Florida, at least some parts of Florida, are in a drought, and this could be drought-busting rains, especially here across the southwestern coast. So as we see it, in and out of rain bands, and there are tropical rain downpours coming down. We picked up a quick 1.5 inches in one spot in 10 minutes, and then it's quiet. And then we see more rain bands coming through, and that looks to be the forecast as we head through the next couple of days. But we'll keep you updated right here at the southwestern coast of Florida. For now, meteorologist Chris Martinez on Marco Island. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Chris, thank you. Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast will remain under a flood watch until Monday.
Now, despite the storm just falling apart, people did spend a lot of time stocking up. Whitney Burbank live in Lake Worth, where the pier does remain closed tonight. Whitney?
Todd, Felicia, as you can see, some windy weather out here, even some big waves, some surfers enjoying the weather. But as you mentioned, the Lake Worth Pier still closed. Governor Scott still saying that this is a state of emergency.
The storm has been completely unpredictable the whole time, so we've got to continue to watch it. And even if it doesn't become a tropical storm or hurricane, we can get a lot of rain. And we can get a lot of flooding.
The tropical storm may have fallen apart, but the state of emergency is sticking around. The governor made the announcement Saturday morning in Naples. Back in Palm Beach County, batteries and supplies still flying off the shelves. Managers at this Home Depot say Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were busiest.
So far, we haven't had anyone come in. I still think there's going to be people who come just to prepare, just to be safe, but we're ready for them when they do come.
Be prepared and just in case. The governor says it's important to stay vigilant on the horizon of hurricane season.
3 days of water, 3 days of food, have your batteries, have your radio, do all these things to get ready. I mean, just that we all love our families. Get ready to make sure each family member is safe.
Speaking of families, the next big question here, will the kids have to go to school on Monday? Palm Beach County schools still undecided until Sunday when they will make their decision. In Indian River County, they will open for school on Monday. Martin County will announce either later tonight or early Sunday morning. And in Okeechobee County, they will make that announcement on whether or not kids will have school on Monday sometime over the weekend. Of course, we're staying on top of all of the districts, and we will bring you that information on air and online. For now, we're live in Lake Worth. Whitney Burbank, WPBF 25 News.
Whitney, thank you. Rescue crews on the island of Dominica spent the day trudging through mud and going around uprooted trees to reach communities cut off by Tropical Storm Erica. The storm killed at least 20 people. About 50 more are listed as missing at this time. Volunteers helped carry food, water, and clothing. The people have been isolated for up to 3 days now after the storm dumped some 15 inches of rain on the island in the Lesser Antilles. If you haven't done so already, we are in the middle of hurricane season. You can go to our website, WPBF.com, download our Hurricane Survival Guide. There you'll find all the information you need for before, during, and after any major storm. You can also track the tropics anytime by downloading the free WPBF 25 Hurricane Tracker app.
Meanwhile, celebrations in the streets of New Orleans today. Dignitaries from across the country converged in the Big Easy to mark 10 years since Hurricane Katrina devastated the city. 10 years ago today, the storm, followed by the breached levees, left 80% of New Orleans underwater and killed more than 1,800 people throughout the Gulf Coast. Today, the Gulf Coast is praising the progress that's been made in the decades since.
Nothing is going to hold the people of the city back. Nothing is going to hold the people of America back, because New Orleans will be unbowed and unbroken. We're still standing after 10 years, and we have risen again, and we will rise again, and we will go forward, but we can only do it if we hold each other up and we don't leave anybody behind.
Earlier today, a ceremony was held in New Orleans to honor those who lost their lives in the storm. A wreath was placed at a tomb where 80 unidentified bodies from Katrina are buried. This evening, a prayer service with musical performances is set to wrap up the day's Katrina memorial services. Former President Bill Clinton is headlining the affair.
Back here at home, a man was taken to the hospital after almost drowning at the Boynton Beach Inlet. Lifeguards rushed in to save the man, who fell into the water about 1 o'clock this afternoon. He was taken to a nearby hospital to be treated for his injuries. The victim's name and his medical condition have not been made public.
A stabbing at a Lake Worth neighborhood sends a man to the hospital.
Sonica Donge is live where it happened. Sonica?
Yeah, the victim was an adult male, and he wasn't actually stabbed here. Neighbors tell me he was stabbed about 10 minutes away in Winston Trails when he was apparently picking up his son. But after he was stabbed, that's when he came to this neighborhood on Westcott Trace to ask for help from that home right there with the garage door open. Let's take a look now at what the scene looked like earlier this morning. Police say they arrived on scene just before 11 to find one man with stab wounds. He was transported to a local hospital, and police say he is expected to be okay. And as you can see, a much calmer evening right now. We did speak to the owner of that home, who said he did know the victim but doesn't know if the victim knew his attacker. Police say no arrests have been made so far. Live in Lake Worth, Sonica Donge, WPBF 25 News.
Sonica, thank you. The victim of a deadly shooting in Lake Park's been identified. Tremaine Hatcher of Riviera Beach was killed just before 6 p.m. last night. This is what the scene looked like on 5th Street at Date Palm Drive. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office still looking for a suspect. No arrests have been made.
Delray Beach police are searching for a bank robber who threatened a teller with an HIV-positive needle. Police say this man walked into the Chase Bank on Linton Boulevard on Monday afternoon, and he got away with cash after threatening to use a needle containing HIV-contaminated blood. He took off in a blue Ford Focus with a Florida tag DCW 142. If you can help identify him, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers.
Some special recognition today for the oldest African-American community in Palm Beach County. The ceremony was held this morning in Jupiter to celebrate the completed installation of the Limestone Creek community sign. The goal of the project to increase countywide recognition of that historic community.
And with this sign, it's giving a community a sense of pride, a sense of ownership. It's the carrying away from the perception that this community is infested with crime. You know, we are transforming, we're moving forward in this community, and today is a proud day for the residents of this community.
And appropriately enough, the ceremony was followed by a community celebration at the Limestone Creek Neighborhood Park.
Tonight, a major development in the search for the shooter who ambushed a deputy in Texas. An arrest after a sheriff's deputy is murdered at a gas pump.
And customers forced into an IHOP freezer and robbed at gunpoint. Why police say this could be part of a trend. And Erica may have died down, but the remnants of Tropical Storm still posing a threat to South Florida. The state remains under state of emergency and a flood watch with heavy rains expected tomorrow. You're watching WPBF 25 News.
Your first defense this hurricane season.
WPBF 25 First Alert Weather.
You're not ready for hurricane season until you download the WPBF 25 First Alert Weather Hurricane Survival Guide. Go to WPBF.com and click Hurricanes. It's South Florida's #1 way to wake up.
Thanks for watching.
We've got the news, weather, and traffic you need without wasting your time.
Start your day the informed way.
Watch WPBF 25 News mornings.
Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
I got a lot of love, people. Burger love, chicken love, shrimp love, fry love. My heart is pounding with flavor.
Nobody gives you more for $1.49 than Checkers with the huge double checker burger with cheese. Tasty toppings on top of tasty toppings for a deal unlike any other. Or try the irresistible Big Chicken Sandwich with a 1/4 pound of flavor. For a limited time, pick one for just $1.49.
Fist bump. Checkers. Epic meals, epic deals.
This summer, make the most of the season with the Jeep brand's legendary off-road capability. Cherish every sunrise in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Or chase every sunset with Jeep Cherokee's 31 mpg highway. Hurry in for $1,000 bonus cash at the Jeep Summer Clearance Event. Get $3,000 total cash allowance on 2015 Jeep Cherokee Sport or Cherokee Latitude models in stock the longest.
Greek Moving and Storage guarantees you the best move ever. Don't let moving stress you out. Call Greek Moving and Storage. Family owned and operated with over 40 years of moving experience. Let our professional movers provide you the best move guaranteed. Whether you're moving downtown or across country, sit back and relax as our professional team of movers provide you the best packing and unpacking services. Greek Moving and Storage guarantees you the best move ever. Call today.
Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line wants you to sail away with us. So we're offering an amazing cruise rate of just $109. Your 2-night Bahamas cruise includes 5-course dining, amazing live shows, lots of fun on the ship, and more fun in the Bahamas. For just $109, you can't say no to the best cruise to the Bahamas. What are you waiting for? Call 800-582-7575. 800-582-7575.
Closed captioning of WPBF 25 News, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
A search for a killer in Texas is finally over.
The man who ambushed and shot a sheriff's deputy at a gas station, according to the sheriff, has been caught.
6 to 8 shots and an officer is down.
Deputy Darren Goforth was on duty in uniform, filling up his patrol car at his gas pump in suburban Houston when the man seen in this photo walked up behind him and opened fire.
Deputy then fell to the ground. The suspect then continued over to him and shot the deputy again multiple times as he laid on the ground.
Darren Goforth spent 10 years with the sheriff's office. He leaves behind a wife and 2 children.
Thai police have arrested a suspect in the bombing that killed 20 people and injured dozens more at a shrine in Bangkok this month. The suspect is said to be a Turkish national. Police say he was arrested at an apartment in a suburb of Bangkok. An officer told CNN that ball earrings matching the type found at the bombing scene were in the man's apartment. The deadly explosion at Bangkok's Erawan Shrine occurred back on August 17th.
Police are looking for the masked gunman who stormed into an IHOP restaurant in downtown Orlando last night and forced customers into a freezer at gunpoint. They stole their wallets and cell phones. There were 7 people robbed in all. This is the 5th robbery of that kind in the area in 2 weeks. The last one before the crime Friday night was 6 days ago.
The mother who drove a van with her children inside into the ocean is due in court next week. In March of last year, witnesses recorded cell phone video of Ebony Wilkerson in Daytona Beach driving her van into the ocean. Well, Monday's hearing will determine whether she is now competent after more than 6 months in a psychiatric hospital.
There's a cheap cruise deal you can get right now, and it's all courtesy of Tropical Storm Erica. Mike?
And Todd, the remnants of that storm still well to our south, but now we're dealing with heavy rain, especially along the Treasure Coast, Vero Beach, Lakewood Park, and moving toward Fellsmere, and a lot more rain in the forecast. We'll talk about that. And how about this? There's something else to watch in the tropics. My forecast coming up.
You sure this thing is garbage?
Look at it.
It's not. It's not garbage.
Lift with your knees.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Better get Maaco. Now through Labor Day, take advantage of Maaco's $1.99 full-body paint sale. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
It's officially hurricane season, and the Solid Waste Authority has the following important hurricane safety tips to share. Once a storm has been named, do not cut down trees or do major yard work. Do not begin construction projects. Once a watch or warning has been issued, do not place any debris at the curb. Please visit our website at www.swa.org and click on Hurricane Information to prepare safely for the upcoming hurricane season.
Can't stand the heat, get off the test track. Get the Mercedes-Benz you've been burning for at the summer event going on now at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. But hurry, offers end August 31st.
Ellen's new season starts Tuesday, September 8th with Caitlyn Jenner, Hillary Clinton, Cake, and more.
Only on WPBF 25.
For over 30 years, you've heard our jingle. So what does that mean? Amazing everyday low prices on a large selection of electronics and more. An expert and knowledgeable sales team that's ready to help. In-home service by our master tech team. From installation to demonstration of the newest home electronics. And don't forget to ask about our BrandSmart 110% low price guarantee. Discover the BrandSmart way today.
Time's running out on Volkswagen's model year-end clearance sale. Now save even more on affordable German engineering in Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Lease new Volkswagens at our lowest payments this year from $119 a month or $0 down. Passat or the Tiguan SUV, your choice. $159 a month or $0 down. Or buy new Volkswagens with 0% for 72 months. Plus get $1,000 cash back. But hurry, time's running out on Volkswagen's model year-end clearance sale.
You sure this thing is garbage?
Look at it.
It's not. It's not garbage.
Lift with your knees.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Better get Maaco. Now through Labor Day, take advantage of Maaco's $1.99 full-body paint sale. Maaco, America's Body Shop.
Welcome back, everybody. The remnants of our tropical storm beginning to impact the southern part of Florida, and we'll see rain bands move on shore here in the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast tonight, tomorrow night, and Monday. As we discussed earlier, that flood watch continues in effect. Rainfall between 2 and 4 inches, with some spots getting even more. Right now, tracking some heavy rain moving just north of Fort Pierce through Lakewood Park up into Indian River County around Vero Beach. Some thunderstorms with them, but the bigger impact will be heavy rain, and again, more coming. Palm Beach County, you saw rain earlier in the day. At the moment, it's all good. In fact, let me show you some pictures from earlier this afternoon. First, we'll go to Jupiter, where the rain was coming down at a pretty good clip. Again, this is what we expect, these heavy rain bands moving through, thankfully, pretty quickly. You'll have blinding rain accompanied by those gusty winds, maybe up to 50 miles per hour, and then the sun will come back out. Let's go down the road to Palm Beach Garden, show you the heavy rain here, accompanied from time to time by the gusty winds. You can see the wind there, and also a little bit of lightning and thunder accompanying those storms. All right, so it's wet here. Florida's west coast, even more. Look at the storms just northwest of Okeechobee, around Fort Myers and Sarasota, and in Marco Island. Let's go live to Marco Island. My colleague, meteorologist Chris Martinez. He's all wet tonight, right, Chris?
Sure are. It is just like one of those days. We got here. We left Palm Beach County. It was good to go. We got on Alligator Alley, just pouring rain. Take a look at this because I want to show you a little peek of blue. We're not going to see too much of that. That is just like a welcome sight from what we have been seeing. But as you've heard Mike talk about, over the next 24 hours, more tropical downpours. In fact, take a look at this video. We showed up here at one of the public parks here across Marco Island. It was pretty much business as usual for vacationers and locals alike. They continue to fish, they continue to boat, and really didn't have too much of a concern when it came to watching what Erica was done. In fact, I kind of asked a couple of questions to a couple of vacationers from Detroit, and here's what they had to say.
I guess it's good to be on alert and just to be prepared in case anything were to happen, know where your go-tos are. But other than that, I don't think I'm worried about it, but we'll see.
I'm just here with my wife on our 5-year anniversary, and you know, we'll bunker in, watch some movies, or go out on the beach and have fun if it doesn't show up. So we love Erica either way.
We love for her to go away, right? And happy anniversary to those fine folks. And anytime we see a tropical system, you know, we're on the coastal sections, we usually see very hazardous water conditions. Right now, as you can see, pretty much glass-like water conditions across the southwestern coast. We're not seeing too many rough waves or seas right now, but as you heard Mike talk about, over the next 24 hours, we're looking for more steady downpours, more tropical downpours, and especially here across my area of Southwest Florida, Marco Island, we're looking between 5, maybe 6 inches of rain. So right now, as we see it, Mike, nothing strong wind or anything kind of high waves. It's the rainfall threat, anywhere between 5 to 6 inches of rain forecasted to fall over the next 24 to 48 hours, and that can produce some major flooding problems across this portion of our fine state. Back to you.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Interesting to note that at least somebody loves Erica, right? No one else does, but a couple of tourists from Detroit. Here's a look at the next 24 hours. Again, those rain showers from time to time moving onshore across the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. That flood watch does remain in effect now until Monday. And Erica is not the only thing we're watching. Off the coast of Africa, a new tropical wave that will likely become a tropical depression. As you can see, a 90% chance of formation. The good news here, the computer models taking the storm off toward the west-northwest. I think this will be, as I like to say, the quintessential fish storm and not bother anyone at home. All right, back at home. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, periods of rain, warm and windy. We'll see a good rain coverage from time to time. And again, that flood watch continues in effect tomorrow. Heavy rain, gusty winds, 80% coverage come tomorrow with a high temperature of 90. For boating, small craft advisory is in effect. Look at the seas tomorrow, between 4 and 6 feet. Chris mentioned it's glass right now near Marco Island. Not around here come tomorrow. Choppy for the intracoastal and winds from the southeast at 15 to 20 and gusty. 2 days of good rain across South Florida. And then Felicia and Todd, as we head toward Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we dry out.
All right, Mike. All right, so are you looking for a tropical storm deal on a cruise? Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line expected the port to be closed tomorrow, and with the dramatic change in the weather forecast, the cruise line now wants to replace all of the business it was turning away. So anyone who wants to sail for 2 nights can book for $99 per person. That's taxes included.
New at 6, a housing complex in Jersey City. Well, it used to be a housing complex. Went out with a bang this morning. Montgomery Gardens housing complex will be replaced with mixed income affordable housing for seniors. New construction, part of a $100 million plus project to revitalize affordable housing in New Jersey. As of 2013, more than 100 tenants lived in the 80 apartments there at that sprawling 6-building complex, which opened back in 1952.
We'll hear this evening's winning lottery numbers on your official lottery station. Stay with us. You're watching WPBF 25 News.
If you're looking for a full-featured RV experience, but in an easy and fun vehicle to drive, then a Class B RV from La Mesa RV is for you. We carry all the top brands at everyday low discounted prices. Class B motorhomes for the active lifestyle at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
This hurricane season, stay informed with critical storm updates directly from the WPBF 25 First Alert Weather Team on 97.9 WRMF, 101.3 The Coast, 95.9 The Palm, 93.5 The Bar, and 900 AM The Talk of the Palm Beaches.
Providing everyday comfort can be a challenge, and you may need a little help. With Scotties facial tissues, you can always be ready with silky softness and gentle strength. Give comfort. Get Scotties.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
Find 3 ways to quit at tobaccofreeflorida.com. Call, click, or come in.
The ingredients for a better football season? You're looking at them.
Get our kickoff special. Any large 2-topping pizza for $10. And don't forget the Pepsi. Add a double chocolate chip brownie for $6 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better football. At the new papajohns.com.
You want the news affecting your life
at a time that fits your life.
You want Nowcast. Every WPBF 25 newscast streaming live. Plus our most recent show on demand. On your computer, phone, or tablet. Go to WPBF.com or our mobile app and click the link at the top of the page. Every live, local, late-breaking moment.
Wherever you are.
Whenever you want to watch.
WPBF 25 News Nowcast.
Sponsored by the Duende Celebration Weekend with free activities for the family.
You can get 0% APR financing during our annual clearance event.
Seriously?
Seriously. 0% APR on a a bunch of Toyotas.
Seriously?
Seriously. Only happens once a year.
Seriously?
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 Seriously.
Right now at the Toyota Annual Clearance Event, get a 2-year, no-cost maintenance lease on a new 2015 Toyota Corolla LE for $159 a month.
She's all yours.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Road Trek Adventurous, discounted to just $528 per month. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
WPBF 25 was once again a proud sponsor of our Kids World at the South Florida Fairgrounds today. You can see our meteorologist Vanessa Vinent showing the kids how our green screen works.
Because it's magic. Lots of people showed up for the free event. Families also got to meet some popular cartoon characters, superheroes, goats, and jump around in the Bowen's house. All kinds of fun today.
It is always a good time out there.
Yeah, that petting zoo is pretty cool. It's very large. I mean, I can remember from years in the past, lots of different animals there. Hey, here's your 7-day forecast. Next couple of days, very wet. Again, that flood watch through Monday. As we watch what's left of Erica, we don't think she'll make a comeback, but we'll be watching it nonetheless.
All right, Mike, thank you. And thank you for watching.
We'll see you here again at 11. Have a great evening.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our life.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a 1-year term.
It's H.H. Gregg's Labor Day sale. For the first time ever, get 0 down and 0 interest for 36 months.
Gregg's got it!
Up to
35% off TVs.
Greg's got it!
Like a 39-inch LED TV, $198. An LG 55-inch LED TV, $488. Plus 0 down and 0 interest for 36 months. Now during our Labor Day sale. Top brands, low prices, fast delivery.
Greg's got it!
How much are you spending on a complete pair of no-line bifocals? $250, $400, maybe even $550? Well, how about $99? 2-pair no-line bifocals for $99 plus free eye exam. Stanton Optical. Call 1-800-STANTON for nearest location.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the stars of America's game. That's Sajak and Vanna White.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. That was funny. Hi, how are you? They want us to split. Hi, buddy. Get ready. Might as well get right to it. I guess that's why you're here. $1,000 for our first toss-up. The category is, what are you doing? We'll find out soon. Darcy.
Serving my country.
Yeah. We all have that in common. Commander Darcy Cunningham.